Time Skillets. Welcome to another live stream. Welcome to Wednesday. Welcome in. Aska joins us right from the very beginning. Dedicated. Dedicated to the cause. And we have Wolfie as well. Blue alert. Off to see Simple Plan and The Offspring. That is cool. Where is that? While you tell me, I'll give you a rundown of what we're making this evening. Fairly ambitious for 2 hours, so I'm gonna have to move fast. Gotta go fast, as Sonic would say. We're doing a roast pork, doing applesauce and gravy, roast veg, and we will do cinnamon rolls or scrolls, hopefully. Rod Laver Arena. That's cool. What time? It's probably like 7 p.m. or something like that. I haven't done a roast pork and applesauce in this house? I'm not sure. 5:30, 7. I would see The Offspring. I would see The Offspring. In fact, wait, when did I stream last? No, I streamed on Friday, that's right. Live music is good fun. I haven't ever had to transport myself there. Never seen a live round of tennis either. But we have the pork that we used last week for the pulled pork. Can't even remember what is. Yeah, not too bad. A little bit tired. I had yesterday. Well, so it turns out I grind my teeth all the time, like all the time, and until yesterday, I did not know that. And so at the dentist and got some x-rays, and she's like, you grind your teeth all the time. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, here is the x-rays that show it. And I'm like, oh man. And then I thought about it all last night. And yeah, I grind my teeth all the time. So yeah, a little. I don't think anyone really likes the dentist, and I don't mind it. But makes you tired having someone in your head with a drill. Anyway, so nothing like major, but just that they noticed that it could become a serious problem. So I've been spending all day trying not to grind my teeth. Yeah, well, I haven't, like, I've been, like, all my life, oral hygiene, pretty good, really. The first reason why I was going there was I'm going to get a custom mouth guard fitted for sleeping, so I have to do a sleep study as well, but, like, probably sleep apnea. I'm too heavy, and so it makes me snore, which causes a problem for Shelley, but it also causes an issue for blood pressure. And so this has gone into, general checkup and all the rest of it, and it's been quite a while. So no major problems, but like potential problems on the horizon. And I had not thought until yesterday that I grind my teeth. But when I think about it, like if I'm preparing for this stream, I'm like gurning on the... And it's not that I'm overtly stressed about it, but now that I think about it, and every time that I start to do it, I notice now while I'm paying attention, it's like I grind my teeth all the time. And so there's some hairline fractures. So Yeah, I actually I haven't got my watch off. I don't wear it on at the moment, just because it overheats my wrist. Um, Azalea joins us from Adelaide. Welcome on in. We're talking about oral health, and I've just said that I'm going to start quickly, and then I've just spent 8 minutes talking about not cooking. How's the weather in Adelaide? It's pretty windy here in Canberra. Oh, and I just finished a meeting as well, so a bit of whiplash. What am I doing? I am making a trivet for the roast pork. We're going to do the... Hello, Wayne. Hi. Ooh, sorry, that was a bit loud. Adelaide's always warmer. What are you having for dinner? We are going to try and get this done within 2 hours. Yeah, I can. In fact, now I can feel that I'm doing it again right now. So we're going to go with carrot, and this is just for the base of the pork, and we're going to use that for for gravy. Aska's got it. She's in charge. So we're not going to be eating these vegetables, but we're going to use the veg action to make a gravy. Yeah, because Shelley has really quite intense bruxism while she sleeps. It's like I've never heard anything like it. And yeah, so this all started with the snoring, and then turned into, okay, actually there might be a problem here for me. I mean, hello.
Hello.
We're just getting started. Talking about grinding teeth, which I was doing just about 50 seconds ago, or 5 seconds ago, really.
I'm an expert at that.
Wolfie is going to see The Offspring and A
Oh.
Simple Plan this evening at Rod Laver
Oh,
Arena.
this evening. How
Yep.
exciting.
Never have I heard of such a thing.
Hopefully they don't need any walkers or anything to come out and do their thing.
They are pretty old.
Yeah, they shouldn't be called the Offspring, they should be called the Everly.
They should be called the Old Spring.
But,
And a
yeah,
simple old.
That'll be good.
They will be good.
Are they committing to like playing some album in full or anything like that people seem to do these days? Or is it just like a
I think you got to do that these days.
back catalogue?
They made an album just for the tour, perhaps. Hasjaz joins us. Good day. Good day, sir. And here is our porkums. I will score it first.
Does it still smell alright?
Oh, it smells good. It smells like porky pig on a holiday.
Oh, good.
So there's a good chance we'll have to take the crackling off. And I love it so much, but it just hurts me every time I eat it. But for that extra crisp, it is absolutely worth taking the skin off. As Jazz is still working, we'll be lurking. That's tough.
Nuts to that.
Yeah, nuts to that. I'm going to Moe's.
I've got to go into the office tomorrow, so that means I'm not working past 4 o'clock the day before.
Me too.
Lots of work again today, isn't it?
What time do you have to go in?
Maybe about 9, 9:30. That might be when I leave.
Oh yeah, I'll probably go in at 10, 10:30.
I've got a meeting at 10:30. That's meant to be.
Oh.
I was considering not going in until midday, but then I thought there's no point.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one, Muriel.
It's mostly because my boss will be there and we're going to meet him at like 1.
Mhm.
But then, yeah, it's like, may as well stay. Not.
Gotta do it. Gotta do it, I'm afraid. So, salt, pepper, olive oil. I'm grinding my teeth again. Pork, onions, garlic, carrot. To get things going. And there's a little spider coming down off my key light. But yeah, so we saw, actually, Asker, if you're still around, you really need to go and see Hans Zimmer live. You do. No, actually, none of this is from the garden, I'm afraid to report. It's pretty sad out there. Just got celery and herbs, and everything else is quiet on the Western Front, unfortunately. So, because is that going to be high enough? Because we're low on time, this is going straight in. It just fits. Are you in an apartment, Azalea? So that's part of the reason why I bought this place, because there is enough room for garden beds, but yeah, autumn looks really nice in Canberra, but it still makes me sad. Let me just make sure. Oh yeah, I know that kind of, Shelley came from one of those where it's like there is space, but it's pretty average kind of zone. Alright, so now we will do the actual roast vegetables. Do you cook much? What's the story on the azalea front? So, I'll put some potatoes in here. When I first met Shelley, one of the first times that I went around there was rhubarb growing in like the gaps between some of the pavers. So that was cool. with baked rhubarb with honey. That's what you need. I feel like I want to put an onion in here. Maybe half an onion. Are you going to eat before you go out, Wolfie? Or I find I get a bit nervous and for things like that, I don't eat all that much before I go out. Yeah. Or if you eat later anyway, it doesn't matter. I was quite impressed. So at Kudos Bank Arena in Sydney, there is on the lower mezzanine like a huge pizza oven. And yeah, they do really good pizzas. So that was cool. So, whoa. There is our roast veg. Yeah, that's how I like to do it as well. We had a couple of slices of pizza though. So we'll just leave these to one side because the pork will go for a while. Yeah. No, it's always better, I reckon, to eat minimally, if at all, for that kind of thing. Because then if you do throw up, at least there's not a huge amount of material. Material, that's what we're calling it. All right. We got a big ass bag of apples and an orange for some reason. Yeah. Sounds like you've got it all worked out. Might need to sharpen this knife next, before the next stream. Use the other side. ASMR everything. Okay. So, I like a bit of green in the applesauce. I think we'll go with. Well, it's only for we'll see. My camera is off center again. That's better. Me too. You know what? Actually, now that I've said it, what we're going to do on Wolfie, we've got a Jazz. This is where Has Jazz name comes from, for some reason. We're going to swap out the Jazz for another Granny Smith. But what we need to do before that is get some dough on and also get the recipe. What are we saying? Cinnamon scrolls. Rolls. Let us see. What we can see. Azalea, I'm going to do both tonight. I am going to do both. So that I never have to make that decision. Blah, blah, blah. Where is the... Hang on. I thought Ambitious Kitchen probably had a good... But I'm going to change the icing. Oh, where's the jump to recipe button? Blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Here we go. Serves 9. So I feel like I probably should... I could take some into work tomorrow. How often do you do roasts, Azalea? Yeah, look, maybe we'll just do the whole thing and I will take some in. Oh, the writing is not very good. Okay. Milk. Butter. Cream cheese. Egg. Whoa. Salt. Okay. A bit quiet. Probably need a scale. Want to warm some milk? $180 grams. Something like that. And we're just going to warm it up a bit. And we will need the kitchen egg. Oh yeast too. Yada yada yada. So this is unnecessary. The sugar and then the melted butter. Yeah, so yeah, not a good recipe. So this is relatively warm. Yeah. I should have read this beforehand. Teaspoon. 2 1/4. Oh, it'll be good. I'm sure it'll be good. There's something about. There's something about. Butter. $50 grams, that's going to be something like this. Probably a bit more. That will do. So we're going to melt that. In fact, we're just going to melt it in the butter. Back into the, whoops. Oh, I got water all over my pad. Hang on. There we go. And sugar. What is it? 1/4 cup. ¾ teaspoon of salt. Where'd my teaspoon go? Hello? Oh. Milk can go away. Butter is pretty much melted. And so now we go in 1 egg, so this is slightly enriched. Sweet, sweet beets. And I have no access to this. 3 cups. Oh, the sugar. And then, where's the, maybe here. One, 2, bit less than 3, but the others were full. Onto the stand mixer. Good. 10 minutes. Let it rise. So the filling. No, this I don't like this recipe. So we're pretty much just gonna wing it from here on in. We do not need any further plain flour. I'll have to wait for that to be done before we do. So we have the butter, the cream cheese, the icing sugar. I want cinnamon, obviously. Dutch cinnamon. I got cinnamon up my nose. But look, as far as things up your nose go, it could be worse. Alright, so we have cinnamon. I want a bit of vanilla too. We'll get the gravy out for the gravy as well. And part of the reason why I picked this is because we're going to get the cinnamon rolls and then the cinnamon and the applesauce. Thought that would be a cool play. Could be better too, indeed. But it's only Wednesday, Aska. It's only Wednesday. Yeah, so icing sugar, cream cheese, butter, cinnamon. Oh, the vanilla, that's right. I'm pretty sure we've got vanilla somewhere. There we go. Oh yes, direct from New Zealand. Cinnamon's up there for me as well. Just gonna turn the speed up. Apologies for the sound. Tonight we are going to try some Robert Oatley. This is pretty mass market kind of stuff. McLaren Vale, can't really lose rather. Signature Series, $20 Shiraz, and it's probably fine. Wash this up. can smell the pork. So you got some red cherry on that, plums as well, not cooked. A little bit of black pepper. It's sweeter than it is acidic, but it's not unbalanced. There's some tannins there. There's not much in the way of tertiaries. I mean, this is only 2004, so this is a very young Shiraz. No complaints for $20. Okay. We'll put these in now. And we'll talk applesauce. Sorry, that's really annoying. I wish I had a better way to do that. Well, hopefully it's all right. There's no guarantees until it happens. Again. It's a good question, as Jazz, and yeah, duck à l'orange, chicken and orange. I mean pork. We did a what was it? It was like pork chops using apricot marmalade as like a glaze. That worked really well. I don't know, but fruit and meat was so much more common only a few hundred years ago. Here's your jazz apple. Montague Farms. Beef and mint. Yep, lamb and mint. It's not so much seafood and fruit. Now that I think about it. Salmon and mango. Oh yes, actually, yeah. That's a. There you go. Asker comes in with the edge case. You're sort of kind of like Polynesian style. Yeah. Makes me want to eat salmon and mango right now. Yeah. What's the haps in Askerland? Askerville. I'm gonna call it from now on. Oh, wait, Alaska. Oh, what's Asker up to? Alaska. Alaska? I didn't even know her. I think 4 is probably fine. Moving to Melbourne. Closer to PAX. Alright, no, Wolfie's headed out. He's got to do his hair and his nails. Put him in Discord, Wolfie. Thanks for stopping in. Absolutely. Have a good time. Ah, I need to stop that. Paper towels down. Paper towels down. Melbourne. Oh no. Ah, the badger. He's gone back into his bloody hole. Well, that's tough, and I'm sorry to hear it. But noted. You're both still welcome here. Melbourne is the place to be. Oh, he's got... Wow. He dug all the way to bloody... I don't know where you dig to get a girlfriend. Unless you're a sepulchral guard or something like that. Which means dead. Yeah, that's tough. And so you are just going to... Well, I mean, you don't have to say anything, really. But also my music has stopped. Yeah, sometimes you got to draw the line through it rather than under it. I need music now. There you go. Did she dress up as special forces as well? Is it the boots? I suspect there's boots involved. That's how it works. Yeah. New life stories for her own. Nutmeg. Nutmeg. She does wear boots for work. Well then that's good. You gotta you gotta wear boots. Sometimes I actually missed an opportunity to wear boots on Sunday because it was May the 4th, and we have the Carillon here, so it's the big bell tower in Canberra, and it was doing a Star Wars concert. What do you need? More. And so we just went down and had a picnic by the lake. And there were a few, I mean, there were a lot of people wearing Star Wars like t-shirts and stuff. I was wearing my Mandalorian hoodie. But it had occurred to me after a couple of Jedi, Darth Vader, and some scout troopers actually walked by. It's like, oh man, I should have worn my full getup. Because normally I don't wear boots. I find it makes my feet claustrophobic. Yeah, boots with the fur. I think they're called Ugg boots. Well, I mean that's tough and it's exciting at the same time. I have to say. That's pretty much what I'm describing here. It's like, if I don't have to wear shoes, or anything. I won't. But also, feet are kind of gross. So, I don't want to, you know, impose. I need this. You know, my feet on people. Right now I'm wearing socks, but not UGG boots, because it was stressing me out. I find, especially when I'm cooking, it's like it gets quite hot. I think 5 apples was it 4 or 5? More than enough. Mine are what? Nutmeg. Actually, yeah, Hasjaz, you should put that photo you took of her on the chair the other day. And Boomshine pointed out that that's grammable. I'm grinding my teeth again. Is B a gamer? Ask her. Does she play? Wait, wait, hang on. It was an R6 thing, right? That was the thing. That's your thing. Is that right? Ah, the old world of Whizzle. That's right, we were talking about classic last stream. I remember. Oh, man, I still have a... No, I'll just make it all anyway. Well, maybe we should form a guild. The Craptastic Guild of Can't Play WoW, despite many hours trying. You know, it's not even trying, it's wanting. I want to be better than what I am. Oh, this is way too much. Is noob a deprecated term? Is this like the dank meme? I guess it's like owned. But what is... I'm grinding my teeth again. What is... If you're not... What do you say? What do the kids say? If you're a noob these days. Okay, newbie with a B on the end. Why not? Still means and sounds the same thing. Stupid kids. Nah. So yeah, apples and brown sugar. About that much. And a tiny bit of salt. So we'll get that on the stove, and once it's melted down, we will, yes, that works, put some cinnamon in towards the end. In fact, I can tell you when it was. It was 2011, and I had an argument. Oh, there's water on this. Get off. You've got to let me change the scene. So leet speak, not so much of a thing these days. And so L, like leet, so it's L 33T. And originally, maybe more in the anime, the L, you keep the E on the L, so elite. So you're elite if you. But it quickly morphed into just leet. And I remember being in college and having a vigorous debate with a friend at the time, where he's like, "You say it elite," and I was like, "No, you say it leet, because that's part of the gag." And I stand by my position. Yeah, Mega Tokyo. Oh my God, does Mega Tokyo still exist? So he sort of This was when I started getting into Penny Arcade actually. So Mega Tokyo comic. Yeah, relax. We understand Ju, like as in J00. But I can't remember what the Japanese the term is for. It's kind of like what's the genre of the like midday shows like Golden Girls and is it a sitcom?
Yeah, it's a sitcom. What else would you call it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
It's a situational comedy.
Yeah, but there's drama, right?
Yeah, but Golden Girls is a funny show.
Ah, is it? What? Oh, I've never seen it. What's another? Days of Our Lives.
Oh, soap opera.
Soap opera. That's what I'm thinking of. So, like the Japanese. I don't know what it's called. But anyway, so he's gone from doing webcomics like Penny Arcade to whatever the hell this is. You know, with actual. Okay, that's a bit concerning. So let's go to strip. So this is 1613. Let's go to 6. Yeah, this is it. So this is more like it. Yeah, John Romero. So it's like game themed stuff. Anyway, he transitioned into like a drama. Actually, I think I'm about to find the. It's this. Yeah, this is the strip. So top left. Hang on, wait. Don't let me forget that I'm actually cooking here. We need a spoon and a bit of water. So this was around about the same time where Penny Arcade started to rise. So top left hand corner, Da Pain. Sir, are you alright? Do you need a doctor? I need help. I need you to get the doctor. I got some bad pain in my chest. I need my pills. And then she says here, does anyone speak leet? And then this guy says, yo. Wait, I didn't have that on screen. Oh, how do I zoom in? Let me do it again. Da Pain. And so he's on a plane. And so all of this is done in leet. Does anyone here speak leet? Yo, this guy does. And so the next strip. Oh, actually that is not. Oh, it was just this panel. So does anyone here speak leet? That was on I had that on a long sleeve white t-shirt during college. And that's what triggered the entire conversation. For those who are just joining us, don't feel bad if you don't understand what we're talking about. Yeah, this was like gamer themed stuff. And it was pretty funny for the time. Ooh. I can smell roast pork and I like it. And I think Penny Arcade is sort of like stuck to their guns. Yeah, no worries. I don't know where that T-shirt went. What was the date on that? But I definitely had it in college. So this was 2000, and then I would have got the T-shirt in 2001. Still not showing the right thing. Yeah, that's it. It's like, well, can you read a child's handwriting? I mean, I guess sometimes I can't. I try to avoid it. Anyway, Mega Tokyo was a thing. We also, our creative group back then, had a web comic that was relatively popular. I appeared in it in like 3 strips, I think. And obviously it was not popular enough. Not popular enough. And it does make me wonder what the end game for PAX is going to be. So I got some notes from the doctor. Why has that not changed the thing? And I'm watching him. I'm like, I'm not sure you're even trying. Like, if you wanted to make this cryptogram any more complicated to understand, I feel like you'd have to try. And so I get him to do it again. Like if it's just nonsense, I'm like, can you write this again? Because it doesn't help me. Looking good. Smells good. So I've taken, it's kind of like when you, camera, sign on for any packages that require signature on delivery. There's like, or even the groceries actually. It's like, sign here. And I'm just like, it's not my signature. It's just nonsense. I'm gonna turn this on again for a minute. And we'll get Now, I'm not sure I'm seeing any of my YouTube anything. Not that I think there's anyone on there, but we are restreaming. I'm grinding my teeth again. Adam Bant has just lost his seat. Jeez. Yeah. Gosh. Well, there's your mission from. Whoa. There's a seismic shift on the way down in Melbourne, Esker. I think we all are.
I think they have pulled it down on preferences.
They pulled the power of the preferences. Colin Powell, former Secretary of Defense, who led us into war, and then later apologized to us because he realized, he knew at the time that he was an idiot. Hasjaz asked if we've watched Nosferatu yet, and the answer is no. Aska would also like to watch Nosferatu. Hey, Hasjaz, when you come here on Saturday, make sure to remember to take my copy of Dracula. Oh yeah, so it's the Bulldogs Raiders game sold out. So Neens and Dad are going to come over and what's his name? Dingbottom is going to come over and we're going to watch it on the big screen. It's kind of like how Homer invites everyone over to watch the fight. Except they also have KO. But our TV is slightly bigger, I guess. Should I move this up? It's a good book. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, so this is rising. I feel like this can come down a bit. That's better.
Are you streaming to YouTube as well?
Yep. Needs a Duff cap. There was that energy drink, Duff branded energy drink that was actually not bad. All right, so we're at 5:07. I'm going to move this out. Dinner. Well, no more one pot Mexican. That's for sure. going to rinse this. Oh, detail. So I'm going to put some cinnamon and some lemon in here now. Weekend in New Zealand? Done. I'd like to go to the South Island. Lemons? Yeah. Yeah, somewhere in the south, I reckon. Maybe, ooh, I should have filtered those pips out. Yeah, well. Grinding my teeth again. Now I'm going to put the lid on. Oh, yeah, that's the one. It's not, yeah, we went to, what did we did Auckland and then Wellington to see the Hobbits. They seem to get really uptight about throwing human remains in public spaces, but man, I mean, I feel like it is a low risk. In fact, I would say it's a zero risk. And so I say you should do it. Yeah. It is a tough one. Was it Hunter S. Thompson? So Johnny Depp had gone to. Well, I can't quite recall the story, but like Hunter S. Thompson wanted his ashes launched out of this giant cannon. Wait, actually, I can't remember how it went. It was something along those lines, though, and there were rules and regulations. Like, you know, you can't bury a whole body in the backyard kind of thing. But I think for anything that's cremated, yeah, I'm not sure why they're so uptight about it. To be honest. Whoa. Too high. Oh no. She would be.
Yeah,
apparently Pauline Hanson is celebrating.
They deserve to be thrown a bone.
No, they don't.
No, they don't. Well, sorry.
Pauline
Yeah,
Hanson
they
can
are.
suck it.
Yeah. They didn't get a single bone, so one throw.
She's celebrating Adam Bant losing his seat in Melbourne. And I'm just seeing it live now. And who cares? Because you're stupid. That's my Pauline Hanson policy.
Her daughter was running. Did you know about that?
No.
Yeah, so her daughter is running.
Pauline Hanson's daughter.
Yeah, Pauline Hanson's daughter. Her name is Lee Hanson.
Lee Hanson.
She doesn't actually look like her. She's got blonde hair. But she lives in Tasmania.
I'd call her Cold Hanson. Oh, get your mittens on.
That's me. That's my name.
Oh yeah. Shelley is Cole Hanson.
Her name is Lee. But she's running for a Tasmanian Senate seat, and I hadn't seen an outcome for it today. But she's currently neck and neck with Jackie Lambie, so she might actually kick out Jackie Lambie and take her seat.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, well, apparently Jackie Lambie and Pauline Hanson don't like each other because I guess two bitch faces is like too much. Like
Yeah,
the
oh,
bitch
man.
face out, bitch
It's
face.
like
is
it's
the
like
bitch
two
face.
positive poles on magnets.
That's right, something like that's what I'm.
Yeah, it's like two gravitational fields of stupidity. They just can't stick together.
No. And so that would be another win for Pauline if that happens too. But then her daughter will be.
Is she even winning though? Like, I mean, God, just Pauline Hanson.
Well,
Like,
she's
just
still there,
yeah, just go and do something else.
and her daughter might get in there.
Go back to your bloody fish and chip
She's
shop, I say.
passing on the baton of the
Well,
political heritage of
She can shove her baton.
Pauline Hanson. I'm just reporting the facts. This is the Shelley News Network.
That's the Shelley News Network. We have the facts. um, yeah. Mr. Potato Head, as Jazz calls him. Oh, right. Well, I'm catching up on the chat there. Hugh joins us from South Australia, not Canada, as we have established. Good to see you. We were discussing the election results, and I'm trying not to grind my teeth. Not because of the election results, but because it's recently been identified that that is the thing that I do. It looks like the stupid daughter has the same, like mother, like daughter, as they say. Lollipops did a political compass, and he is One Nation in what? Dough. This is the dough for, and I put too much oil on it. This is the dough for our cinnamon rolls. We have the pork and the roast veg in the oven right now, and actually we should check them. So this is the leftover pork from last week's stream where we did the pulled pork. Over here we have some applesauce that is slowly, actually it needs a bit of oil, coming together. And then we have the roast and the veg. And I've just mushed the oven settings. What? I've added the cinnamon into the sauce maybe 10 minutes ago, so I've let the apples cook down just with water. A little bit of sugar, like brown sugar, and a little bit of salt, more sugar than salt. I've left that come down. And yeah, about 10 minutes ago I added lemon juice and the cinnamon, and you can see that this is starting to come together. And it smells like applesauce. I can confirm. I bought a bag of, I threw it out, but like down at the IGA, there was like a $5 bag of. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm not really sure why. Anyway, it's $5 for a big bag of apples and oranges, and so that's what I'm using for this. Next stream could potentially be apple pie territory. Yeah. So the reason why is because I thought cinnamon kind of synergizes. Am I going to use the word synergizes? I think I'm going to.
Synergizes.
Yeah. So between the sauce and then the roll. Also, I had cream cheese that needed to be used. So that is my story. Yeah. I should have put that in the title. Let us have a look at the pork, because we are 1 hour and 20 minutes in.
Oh.
Mm. Hot. Ow, also hot. That is crackling on this side. Mm.
It's certainly sizzling.
Certainly sizzling. I'm feeling that we will take off the skin and crisp it.
Are you going to check the meat for doneness?
Oh, it's not done yet. We've got time.
Right. Let me have a temperature.
Yeah, Zoidenberger's got my thermometers. I think. Where is that guy?
Dunno.
Oh, I'm grinding my teeth again. God. So I'm going to put this back in and let it sit for a bit. Dough is rising. When we return, we will roll this out and we will make a what's the Yiddish? It's not a slurm, like a paste, a schlop, like a
Slurry.
yeah, like
A spitzer.
yeah, like a schmaltz, like a
Schmuck.
schmush. I can't remember. I'll Google it
Schmearish.
while we're on break. When we return, we will roll out the cinnamon scrolls and get them in to the oven. Stay tuned for that. We'll be B.
Potatoes in blossom, an important crop and favorite food in almost every civilized country of the world, including our own. As far as it is known today, potatoes were first discovered in the Andes Mountains of South America. Here they were cultivated by ancient Indians in a primitive manner that has changed very little in a great many centuries. Spanish conquistadores brought them to Europe in the late 16th century. British and Dutch traders during the golden age of navigation carried them around the world by sea. The British to India and Ceylon, and the Dutch to what is now Indonesia, and then to the islands of Japan. It was from Britain, too, that they seem to have come first to North America in the early 1700s. Today, steadily increasing demand for potatoes has made them one of our biggest and most important crops. Planting starts in the early spring. Potato seeds are cut sections of top quality potatoes, the best of last season's crop. Specially designed machines put them into the ground. Adding fertilizer and covering them all in one operation. By midsummer, they're in full flower. It takes a lot of water to make strong, healthy plants like these. Killed by fall frosts, the plants have done their job. Potatoes are tubers that grow on the plant's roots. Nature's way of storing the nutrients that are manufactured almost magically from sun, soil, and water. Harvesting potatoes is a mechanized operation too, with a variety of machines and methods used in various parts of the country. Brought to packing sheds, conveyor belts move them quickly along the way. Washed, dried, and carefully inspected, they're headed for the bagging machine. Automatically weighed, they can be bagged in any quantity, in burlap, paper, or net, or in polyethylene bags like these. Whatever kind of bag you buy them in, potatoes are for eating in hundreds of interesting and attractive ways at tables all around the world. Here at home, potato salad is a tempting year-round favorite. In Germany, potato dumplings add zest to a hearty stew. In Ireland, colcannon is a familiar dish, made easily from mashed potatoes and broccoli. The Japanese julienne potatoes and boil them in soy sauce along with a variety of other vegetables. In India, curry sauce is widely used. A popular and attractive dish is this one, a curry of boiled potatoes and cauliflower. One reason for their international popularity is their nutrients, essential food elements abundantly available however they may be cooked. To enjoy baked potatoes in half the time, parboil them first in water salty enough to float them. Then, after 20 minutes of boiling, put them in a hot oven for 5 minutes more. You'll have baked potato flavor and whole potatoes at their best when you serve them with a low-calorie dressing made of sour cream and chopped chives. For a simple, delicious main dish, mash potatoes and make nests to be filled with any sauce preparation of eggs, meat, or fish. These are being filled with potted meatballs. And these with curried shrimp and peas. For easy, foolproof fudge, add 1/3 cup of mashed potatoes to 3 squares of bitter chocolate and 3 tablespoons of butter, melted together in a double boiler. Mix well. Add 1/8 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon pure vanilla extract, and 1 pound sifted confectioner's sugar. Knead until smooth and cool, and press into a foil-lined cake pan. Turned out on the back of another pan, you can cut it easily with a piece of heavy thread. Yield 1 1/4 pounds of delicious fudge made easily in a matter of minutes. Outdoors as well as in, potatoes provide the lasting energy of solid food. French fries are always in order. Mickey's, prepared by swinging potatoes in a can full of hot coals, are a boyhood favorite. It's fun to make them, and even more fun to eat them. Wise homemaker hostesses know the many parts that potatoes can play in the home. Simple or festive, they belong on any occasion.
That video ended. Ooh, camera. That video ended early. Camera tracking. Thank you very much, Orange. Thanks, Aska. I'm going to reboot the music. And then we will talk about AI. And I will stop grinding my teeth. I mean, that is a logical connection. We are... Is the Julia Redeem broken? Good question. That is a good... Hello, Sooty. Do you want to say hello to the internet? Oh, so fat. Oh, fat man. He's looking forward to some roast pork. Oh, roast pork. You gonna have some crackling? Oh, Woody. Me and Sooty are good friends. I'm gonna wish the Sooty off my hands. Woo! 6. That is many cats. That is many cats. Hello, Sooty. Okay. Because 2 is a handful. Well, and that's the thing. So when we had Angst, and actually Hasjazz's new kitten, Nutmeg, sort of comes from the same vein. It's like, you know, who's going to look after these little furry friends? If not us, then who? But yeah, rescue cats are the way to go. Oh, okay. I still haven't worked out the Yiddish word for smush. Yeah, so Angst was a feral and remained a feral, and then escaped as a feral, and there was no way. In Canberra, there's like the Canberra Street Cat Alliance. They do rehoming for like barn cats. It's kind of like a, what would you say, a concession, kind of like a you know, maybe there's some legalese in there, but, you know, cats that aren't going to behave like humans want them to. And so barn cats is kind of like their... For the cats that weren't intensely violent and like intensely antisocial, they would do like a barn cat kind of thing. Angst. He might have been a barn cat. I think Well, I mean, Hasjaz's lucky with Nutmeg and Onyx. Oh yeah, they've taken to each other, that's for sure. Whitey's never really accepted Sooty, but there's not so much you can do about that. And Sooty doesn't really care. And that is what we are about to make. I think I had one of these opened. No, apparently not. Actually, brown sugar. Me too. So we will do brown sugar. And butter and cinnamon. That might have been a bit much, actually. The finger bends. I'm not entirely sure what form these will take. So what am I doing? I'm making the smush. So we've got vanilla. Cinnamon. Quite a bit. And then the butter. Which actually I'm going to melt a little bit. It's actually quite soft. Now we'll go in and we'll put the paddle on it. How are we doing for time? 5:42. Yeah, that's it. Hello, Sooty. Yeah, 6 cats, that's a lot. Gonna give Sooty some biscuits. Hello, Sooty. And then we're gonna chase him away if he asks for more. Spicy noodle veg stir fry. I like the sound of that. I suspect we probably won't eat much in the way of... No, I'll try a cinnamon scroll. If I eat this much sugar later on in the evening, it hurts my tum-tum. Applesauce. Oh, and an egg potentially. What would I add to this? No, that's pretty much it. No. Yeah. Sick cats. I think sick and dying cats are the saddest thing on the planet, to be honest. And yeah, like having dealt with Whitey during her eye operation and all the rest of it, it's very stressful. And sad. So, um, but you know, I've kind of certainly not like totally over it. I don't think you ever can. But the frustration with angst and like just trying as much as you can to get a good outcome and still not getting it, you can still at least feel like you did what the best that you could. And sometimes that's like all you can do. I might put this back on for another moment. Yeah, it's amazing when a body knows that it's going to die. Signals. I haven't done any palliative care. I've done some adjacent studies to it, but yeah, it's fascinating. It's fascinating because it's part of the life system, right? Like, I mean, nothing can live forever. It must happen, and it must happen because it needs to happen. And oh, steam! That's a good sign. We have a roast pork. Yeah, exactly. And you can't pretend otherwise, I guess. Okay, so don't let me get distracted. The crackling is actually quite crackling. What I'm gonna do is, what am I gonna do? I'm going to take whoa, the skin off. And hopefully not burn myself terribly. These are the tongues we got going on. I will have to clean that one up. New hunter funk around. Once it has a pet, it'll be fine. One of my two of the motivations in WoW were hang on. I wanted a house, which they introduced later. Yeah, I wanted to be able to farm, like actually farm. And pets was certainly a part of that. This is actually quite crispy. So it just needs, that can just sit there. Draenor, I think it would have been. Yeah, what the hell was it? I think it was like a little flying, kind of like a manta ray spirit that sort of sits on your shoulder. Or was that a spell? Yeah, but like persistent. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember. Hang on, I really want to try this. Because I didn't play Pandaria. Oh, it's hot. Yeah, like I tapped out at Cataclysm. Ow. Oh, it's hot. Ow. Ow. That counts as an ouch. Wolfie's not here. Track of these things.
Fatality.
We've fallen back. Yeah, well, yeah. It's That's good pork. All right. I'm gonna move the crackling, and I'm gonna cover this. With foil. Yeah. For years, Ashes of Creation is the other MMO that I've been keeping an eye on. But it's taken them, and I didn't judge them for it, but it's taken them some time. Yeah, oh, you should AOC, so Ashes of Creation. Give that a look. But also we've kind of got a little bit of Star Citizen syndrome happening there. But they're obviously, like, they're not scam artists. Yeah, look promising. Yeah, that's really good. Look promising. Ran into the same problems that all game devs have, which is this is hard. So like 5 years later, still in alpha testing. Yeah, so persistent, like home bases, decorations and stuff like that. And non-Blizzard fantasy MMO action. Okay. It's bothering me that I can't remember what the name of the schmaltz is. Schmear, schmear. It's schmear. You know how you smear something on? I'm not even sure if she's in the room. Smear. Or schmear. So like it's a Yiddish thing. Schmear. I'm actually going to fold that up one more time. I did think about putting this through the pasta roller, but the thinner setting is just a little bit too thin for what I want here. I haven't made these for ages. Hey Arts, good to see you again, and thank you once again for the sub. We are doing pretty well. We are on the home stretch. The roast is out of the oven. We'll check on the vegetables in a second. And then we're just rolling out the pastry or the dough for the... Oh, Siri thought I was talking to her. For the cinnamon rolls. Silence.
Would you like to try that one?
No, I would not. Volume turned down. What's on the menu for this evening, Shazun? If it is even the morning. With anchovies or without? That is the question. And can you have a legitimate Caesar salad without anchovies? Now our schmear. Yeah, often these days there is no anchovies in such salads. So for those who are just joining us, this is butter, brown sugar, vanilla, brown sugar for our schmear, which I've finally just remembered the name of. And we do want to go right to the edge. Yep. And rolling. Yeah, so I've turned the apple off. I will show you in a second. We'll just take what do I want? So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not even. Oh well. Yeah. Well, and so this is where we're at on the scroll front. Could have rolled that a bit thinner, but it will do. Whoops. And these are going to take a while to cook. I think it might even be a post to Discord. The dough mix is butter, milk, flour, salt, yeast, egg. So it's a slightly enriched. Ooh! And so we don't have enough room, and it is actually kind of important because they'll push out. So I'm just going to, this end is going to be the sacrificial zone. if I had planned ahead 2 days, I would have made like a brioche kind of thing, but I didn't. So this is what's happened. So these will go into the oven, and we'll make the gravy and finish the applesauce, and then I'll put photos of the outcome for this in Discord. Alright. Ah, damn it. That's not a bad idea, but it's too late. Okay. What do we have? We have, I can't see. Oh, yeah. Good. What we'll do is get the vegetables out. And then these go in. But we drop the temperature, I think, to 180. Oops. What? That is roast vegetables. Now, we're going to get the mushamajig. Oh, it's back. Is it? We have been having trouble with the cooktop. It seems to be okay. So, I don't buy many kitchen gizmos, but I quite like this musha, I have to say. I came across it when we were in an Airbnb down at the coast, and I was genuinely surprised at how efficient it was at mushing stuff. And so I bought one. Because, yeah, the mashed potatoes that I got out of it, it's kind of like a whisk. Like, you get the efficiency of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 surface, like planes of surface in the one thing. That's why spiral whisks are more efficient, even though this one is broken. This is much more efficient than a whisk without the spiral majigger in it. I think that's the same. I'm not an engineer, but I think that's what the deal is. Let's give it a taste. That's applesauce. I don't know what else to tell you. We'll just mush it a little bit more, and then we go here. So, I'm actually going to use the same musher, because who cares? Oops. Oh, is it going to be strong enough though? Actually, it is not. So we're gonna mix these juices just with a like gravy powder. But if you want to amp it up a level, this is certainly one way to do it. It's one of the few instances of where having a induction cooktop limits you a little bit, even though you like I don't do this very often. I can't put the glass on heat again. As in, I can't put it on heat on the cooktop. So I'm gonna heat up some water. Sweet. It has. Mostly, yes. Yeah, there's nothing worse than cutting your thumb into your forefinger because you use that to do so much. Okay, we are in the closing moments. Parsley for good measure. And everything else goes away. Except for that. I'm pleased with this crackling. Yeah, it tastes like it should. So this is for those who are just joining us, the vegetables were on, oh sorry, the roast pork was on a trivet of vegetables. So we've roasted these veg, are kind of sacrificial, and we are We'll cook them along with the pork so that it catches all the juices. And then we are taking what remains and then using that as the starting point for the gravy. Whoops. Not necessary. But it certainly adds to it. And we are pretty much ready to go. Whoops. Oh, we have gravy. And you can smell the vegetables in it. And we do want to keep it moving just for a little bit. Might need a little bit more liquid. Sauce is good. I want to put, actually, Sooty can have that. Heat plates. The cinnamon buns. Oh man, that smells like Christmas. Oh. I want this to come to a boil. Yeah, we can make the what's that sound? We're at the boil. And that's it. Well, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, I thought this would take a little bit longer. It does not surprise me. Red alert. We are 7 up. And the music has stopped. Siri, play my streaming playlist. I was about to say sleep playlist. Whoa. Yeah, that's roast pork. Whoa! Getting away. Camera. Yeah. That is good. Can confirm. It's chilly. Yeah, the rest of that is sandwiches for sure. Oh, and the crackling, of course. Shirley's not the biggest fan of crackling, which is fine. So we want applesauce, which I've obviously made way too much of. And then the gravy. The spoon went into the sauce. And that is roast pork hobbits. Two hours, well, 2.5 hours. Ugh, bit of a mess here. But this is what we've ended up with. Must not forget to take a photo. You never know which angle's the right one. Let's give it a go. It's been ages. So I can see already that the pork is not overdone. Yeah. That's good roast pork. Because the thing is, like, when we get it out at the club or wherever, it's been sitting there for too long. Starts to fall apart. No, that is good roast pork. Can confirm. Applesauce is good applesauce. Yep. No problems. No problems to report. No trouble at the old mill. We're done. The cinnamon rolls need probably another like 10 minutes or something like that. I'll let them go, let them cool, and then I will make the glaze, and then photos in Discord, as they say. So yeah, this is a winner. One cut of meat for 2 streams is not a bad deal. Yeah. So we'll leave it there. Thank you to everyone who followed, participated, all that jazz. I hope you have a good week and a weekend. We will be back on Monday. Don't know what we'll be cooking, but I'm sure it'll be something good. So in the meantime, stay safe. Have a good evening, and we'll catch you again very soon. But until then, bye for now.